Hi survivors, it's me Prepper Zan, and I'm reporting to you. It's just a feedback from yesterday when I was talking about will any of us survive? And I was thinking, and I said that because, of the tornado that I had just experienced last week, coming from the north to the south, coming through Lake Charles, and I thought that I was going to die in that tornado. And this is not the first time that I thought I was going to die in a weather-related event. There's been so many of them that I've experienced in Texas and whatnot. I mean, very, very, very bad ones. And so I've been thinking I'm about to, step up my survival tactics and just live off the earth. I'm going to stay out of my house, out of my car. I'm going to go somewhere where I have to just live off the earth. I don't know if somebody's coming with me or it's going to be me. I will document it. I will do footage of it because I think it's approaching that type of time where we're going to have to just live off the earth. Those who are going to survive whatever's about to happen, because I feel something's going to happen, and I feel that we're not going to be able to depend on the things that we have, whether it be our houses, our cars, our preps, our money. I feel like that. I don't know why, I just do. And if you guys do, y'all please come in and tell me, because like we as preppers, we have an intuition that's really, really, really strong and high. We feel things before it happened. And for years, with us prepping, God was preparing us, and it's preparing us for what lies ahead. And I think that's for the times that we're living in now, because it just seems like everything is falling apart. And with this hyperinflation, and with these food shortages, and with the prices of everything, it's just going off the roof, and with the transfer of wealth and all these different things that's going on, it's like a war. And when you're at war, the people who initiate these wars, they do these things because that is a major, major business for those people to make billions and billions and billions of dollars. They don't care who they have to sacrifice or who is affected. They don't give a dog on. It could be their mama. She can go too for that money. And these are the times that we are now living in. I don't know if y'all want to face that or not. I look at things for what it is. All these back-to-back events, I'm seeing things all over the country because I'm traveling, and these things that I'm seeing these things that I'm feeling, I'm like, man, it's something's big gonna happen, and it's bigger than what we just experienced with this pandemic. It's bigger than what we've experienced with these weather-related events. It's bigger with this hyperinflation. It's bigger with all this stuff that's going on. I'm telling y'all. So I was like, let me prepare myself. I could talk all day long about buying land, storing up your prep, prep this, prep that, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a time where we're going to have to just depend on natural resources. And we thought that homeless people were crazy, and we thought that, well, some of us did anyway, how they live and how they live like that. Those are going to be mainly some of the people that survive. First of all, they're used to living like that. And most of them know how to survive better than any prepper or anybody. And also I'm saying that because I'm tired of putting my money into this system that's just, it's like, wow, man, it's like you just can never get ahead. Every time you try something else, even with us who have, by the grace of God, survived this pandemic, whether it be mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, socially, because this thing it took a lot of people out who didn't even get sick with the coronavirus. People was just sick of being in the house and being afraid something was going to happen to them. A lot of people committed suicide. They don't talk about that on the news. A lot of people lost their jobs, lost their money, you know what I'm saying, lost their houses and stuff like that. They just didn't want to live anymore. So all of us that survived, it's like, man, it's always an event after an event after an event. I'm tired of putting my money into the system. And now it's like we're putting even more money. I go from city, state to state, doing entertainment jobs, my real estate, my properties or whatever the case it is that I'm, getting income. It seems like it's not enough. It just seems like it's not enough. I had to set up some internet services up up in the north, man, you guys wouldn't believe how much they charge. I told them I didn't want it. If I have to go get the Wi-Fi from McDonald's and just pay them people something to get an iced tea or a salad, I'd rather do that. They wanted like $200 or $300, maybe been $3 or $4, just to do the installation. And then when the guy came into the place where I was, they wanted to start drilling stuff here. I said, no. I said, I know you can hook it up without that. He's like, yeah. Because if I wouldn't have said nothing, so I told him, you know what? That's okay. I don't want this. They were already starting to send me bills. The first month bill was like $175. That was for regular internet. I'm not even talk about how they were overcharging for places to stay. I said, you know what? I don't want to play. I was thinking about getting a place up in the north, so when I have to come back and forth, I wouldn't have to continuously stay in those hotels. And I said, forget it. One place tried to charge me $8,000. The rent was only $1,800. But because these people have lost so much money during this pandemic, I'm telling y'all, it is unimaginable. It is unbelievable. I remember when I had an injury. It was about 10 years ago. I have all my credits in the system as far as Social Security and all these things are concerned. I have worked many years of my life, and I've stored up a lot of money in the system where, you know, they take it out your check or whatever. So when it's time for you, God allows you to be 60 something years old, they seem like they keep on upping the age for you to get your Social Security every other year. But when you're that age in your 60s, when it's time for you to collect your Social Security, then you could get it, or God forbid something happens to you and then your children can collect it. I've done that already. So I went to the system to try to get my Social Security because I could not work. I couldn't work. I had a bad injury. They told me, first of all, it took me almost 2 years before we could go in front of the judge and whatnot. Get in front of the judge, they told me no, I could still work. I had doctor documents stating that I couldn't use my hands at the time. I couldn't use my legs. And these people telling me I could still work wouldn't give me my money. And to this day, I still haven't collected it. This is the system we live in. So now I'm thinking about just living off the land. Of course, I still have my properties. I still have my home. I just want to prepare myself in a whole nother way of survival. If God forbid, when God forbid something occurs where we can't depend on our homes, and we can't depend on our cars, and we can't depend on our preps, or we can't depend on our money, and we can't depend on other people, and we have to survive. And I'm going as far as learning what plants I can eat, what plants I cannot eat. You know, everything, just total reliance on the land. That's where my mindset is. So you guys can leave a comment. Y'all can tell me about some ways you guys are preparing yourself for more survival, whether you're taking more longer walks or whether you're jogging, you know, to keep your mind right and keep your body physically fit, because that's one of the main things we're going to have is our mind and our body. Forget all the stuff you got to spend money on. I'm so tired of that. You know, it's more to it as far as being a prepper, as far as that is concerned. The foundation is being physically fit and mentally fit. So this is something, and I'm going to document it, and I'm going to, you know, have footage of it. It's going to be soon. I have to plan, because right now, y'all know I've been like working really hard. And I'm going to do it. I want to do it for at least a month. Hopefully I'll last that long. I just want to prepare myself. It's just like, you know, like the Navy SEALs and the Air Force and Marine, all, you know how they have to go into training and to, you know, to get that mindset they have and get that training they have, and they can last underwater for a long time. Like, that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go into straight training mode. I'm really serious. I'm already jogging like every other day. I try to do it every day, but sometimes like I get so caught up in work till I only sleep like 4 or 5 hours. I'm not trying to tell you guys to do that, because that's really not healthy, but I'm really on a mission. I'm really on a mission because I see what's going on around me. All right, you guys, y'all leave a comment. Tell me, like, would you guys do that? Can I challenge some of you guys to do that with me? Or have some of you guys done that before? You know, or what is your plans? Like, what are you doing, y'all? Because this stuff is about to, it's about to go down. It really is. It really is. It just seems like everything's falling apart right around us. All right, you guys leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Keep surviving. ZanHarrell.com.